I'm glad that you've decided to join me again at part 10 of Data Goes Ballistic. At the turbo left door, a security guard noted on a pad the time he got in. Apparently they were not trusting the communications anymore. Oh well, those idiots had not proved too successful at figuring anything out yet. He didn't mention Worf to the computer, knowing the Klingon was set in his ways. The holodeck configurations of this new ship were quite similar to those of the old Enterprise, and Worf would be in his favourite holodeck on Deck 8. At the entrance to the holodeck area was another security guard who noted his location on another pad. Data breezed by him, trying to project a respectful, grief-stricken attitude. Sure enough, when he got to the holodeck entrance, he found Worf's Calisthenics program, level 16, in progress, and barged in to find Worf battling 6 green-skulled hollow opponents. Computer, Batleth. He grabbed it and sauntered over to Worf, who was dishevelled and sweaty. "Do you not mind if I join you? Do you, Commander?"
Well, I guess not,"
Worf answered as he fought off some vicious blows. A few more hollow monsters were generated as the computer heard Data's voice. Data knew that Worf's routinely disabled the holodeck safety protocols. Data could possibly just make the program more advanced until the holograms killed Worf. But that would not be any fun. Data felt himself getting a little aroused at the sight of the sweaty, grunting Klingon, but then something seemed to knock him off balance slightly.
"Oh, right. One of the hollow opponents."
He idly smacked it with his fist, punching the green fuzz hole through its midsection. He took out a couple more with the Batleth, while admiring Worf's rippling muscles. Worf liked to wear only a loincloth to his private workouts. Data was a bit warm, so he removed his uniform, casually breaking another hollow monster's neck while he was at it. He noticed he was now fully erect. Baird had dispatched all the hollow monsters but 2, leaving Worf to take care of them. Worf managed to stab one of them with the point of the Batleth, then twirl around and kick the other one in the throat. As Worf finished strangling the second one, Data saw a distinct bulge under the loincloth, which only made his own erection throb more acutely. He walked slowly towards Worf, holding the Batleth at the ready, a look of challenge in his eyes. Worf took the bait so easily, Data could hardly believe his good fortune. The first thing Data did was slash Worf's loincloth with the edge of his Batleth. That only seemed to make Worf even more fighting mad. Data backed away slowly, wiggling the Batleth in front of him. "Come on, big boy. Come and get me." Incoherent with rage, Worf charged, swinging the weapon across for a stabbing blow to Data's abdomen. Data parried easily, locking the weapons together, reaching out at full speed to grab Worf's Batleth and twist it out of his grip. He almost twisted Worf's arm off, but he sent the weapon flying. He smiled as he threw his own away. Worf seemed a bit surprised at Data's strength.
Does he not remember the last time Law beat him up?
But still seemed willing to go on hand to hand. Worf attacked ferociously, quickly smashing his forehead against Data's. Data didn't even bother to dodge as Worf bounced back, slightly dazed. He couldn't help but giggle as he told Mr. Worf, "My upper spinal support is a polyalloy designed to withstand extreme stress. My skull is constructed of cortaride and durivium. Data grabbed Wolf's shoulder and spun him around, and then gave him a sharp jab to the back, which shattered the Klingon's spinal ridge and sent him slamming, face first, into the deck. Data stomped on him, grinding bone fragments into the nerve. Data couldn't resist the temptation of those hard buttocks any longer. He mounted Worf, who unfortunately was not able to resist his entry.
Oh well, any old port in the storm.
Data started laughing uncontrollably as he thrust repeatedly into Worf. Then his laughter turned into quiet sighs of satisfaction. However, Worf wasn't finished. He took advantage of the android's distraction to grab his arm and pull him down. Although surprised, Data found he was just in the right position to whisper tenderly in the big Klingon's ear. "Oh, by the way, sir, I have welded a cover over my switch, so do not bother trying to reach it." Worf latched his fingers around Data's ear and yanked on it as hard as he could. "Hey, do you have a pluck, Worfy?" The sound of tearing syntheskin and sensory mesh for some reason increased Data's pleasure. Worf growled as the ear ripped free, but it didn't seem to faze Data at all. He just kept going at it, and he was able to lift his head above Worf's reach now. Worf continued to fumble behind his back with both hands, seeking to dislodge Data's arms. But Data had shifted his position and was sitting up, clutching either side of Worf's pelvis with a blind intensity. "Oh, computer. Batleth." It materialized beside him. Worf tried to grab it, but Data was much faster. With one swift stroke, he brought the Batleth down, decapitating Worf, and thrust into him one last time to experience his most intense climax yet. Tilting his face upward for a moment as the tiny sound of ecstasy escaped his throat, then collapsed onto Worf's sweaty back, riding wave after wave of pleasure, until he felt emotionally spent. When he rose, he found himself trembling. He could not become physically fatigued. He thought it must be some strange emotional interaction. He looked round and found his ear in a splatter of blood next to Worf's head. Not wanting to wipe the blood off, he licked it off instead, and stuck the ear back on as well as he could, messing up his hair a little to cover the most obvious skin defects. Walking to where he had thrown his uniform safely clear of the mess, he clothed himself. "Computer," he spoke in Worf's booming tone. "Level 22. Beside the trees, he heard many hollow opponents materializing.
Apparently, Worf's fascination with overriding the safety protocols was a fatal error.
Data nodded in a businesslike way to the security officer as he left the holodeck area.